Welcome, everybody. It is Knit Night with Louise and Jocelyn. I'm Louise from Wildflower Wool, and welcome to my channel. It's middle of the month, so that means it is Jocelyn and I's check-in night.
It's true. It's true. It is.
It's middle of the month already. Isn't that crazy?
Well, just past middle of the month because September is one of those weird long months. But
that's right. We had an extra week in here. So
excuse me while I silence my phone because my phone just let me know that you're live.
We're live. So it is Thursday night, middle of September. So this is not goal check-in. So just to update you guys that Jocelyn and I chat here twice a month. The first Thursday of every month, we are recapping our goals that we had picked from the month before to see what we would get knit during the month. That is not that, because what we should tell everybody, just in case they didn't watch a couple of weeks ago. Do you want to explain what we're doing?
Sure. We've both decided to make the same project. So we're doing a Halloween Fair Isle scarf, which is 8 feet worth of worsted color work in Halloween, which is best season, greatest Halloween season. Just note as an address, if you guys are wearing headphones today, or if you're used to hearing to me, I have been invaded by the tiny chickens. I'm sick. So if I sound like a sexy phone operator, because I am, but I'll also be blowing my nose a lot because that's the stage I'm at. I am congested as all get out, guys.
So we'll see how long we chat. And
oh, I'm sure everybody can hear it. I'm at the point where I don't feel as bad, but I sound awful. Yesterday and the day before, I felt like garbage. Sounded fine. I'm like, of course, that's how that goes for me. Okay, cool.
Well, we'll see, Jocelyn. As long as you feel up to it, anytime you feel too, tired, you want to go rest or whatever, just we can cut it short. So, hi everybody. Look at we've got Susanna. Susanna, I think you were first tonight.
That's exciting.
And Wendy and Jude and Diane and Liz. So, hi everybody. How's your day been? Well, Jocelyn's day, we all know how Jocelyn's day has been.
Lots of naps, guys.
Lots of naps. So that's, yeah, I had a busy work week, but my work week is now done. So I'm kicking off my weekend with all of you. Let me tell you, I love Thursday nights.
Today's the official fall equinox, which for me is a holiday. So I'm spending my holiday with you guys.
Yay. Well, you know what? It is. First,
I mean, if I wasn't, I'd be napping. So didn't interrupt any big plans this year.
Well, it feels like the first day of fall here. It is chilly. I had on my sweater. I had on another sweater. Yeah, it is. Yesterday was summer. It was hot. It was humid. It was thunderstorming. It was hot. Today is cold. It was on about 13 degrees here. It was chilly. It was chilly.
So we got up to 16 here, but they're forecasting for us to be in like the single digits overnight. We're into like the low to mid teens during the day. So we're in that tail end of fall.
Yeah. Like they're talking, they said there's a chance of frost here, but I don't think it's going to get that cold tonight. But tomorrow night they're talking it could go down to 2 or 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, and the frost will come and go, and
yeah,
long term wise, who knows where we're going to be at. It's very rare for us to have snow at the end of October here. It happens, but very rarely. And even if it happens, it doesn't generally stay till just before Christmas.
Yeah.
So like we haven't had that first either small or large amount of snow arrive. And it happens anywhere from like late September or late November, but it doesn't stick. We get a little warm spike, it all goes away. But I'm waiting for that first seasonal snow because everybody panics every year.
I know, right? We live in Canada. We live in Canada. We should be prepared for that first snowfall, but whenever it comes, I know it's always
it's like getting excited that November showed up. Like, it's coming.
It's coming. I know.
It's in the same time slot every year. When you're like 6, be surprised. You're still not in a habit for it yet. But like, once you're over 16,
Yeah.
you've had several of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, oh, we got Jen is here. Melanie. Mary. Hi, Mary. Autumn.
Everyone on the East Coast get ready for that storm coming.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Ooh, well, it's hurricane season, so.
Yep, it is.
Oh.
It is. It is. So, hey, Natalie. Wait, you live in Canada? Hey, so Natalie, but you're not that far from you're just in Ohio, so we're pretty a joke. Yeah. So, but our weather in Ohio's weather is pretty similar.
Yeah.
Snowy and cold. Hi, Audrey. What is this? I wasn't going to wreck my vacuum, so I picked up all that I could and covered the rest. Okay, I obviously missed Susanna's first comment. What are you vacuuming? Let me scroll back. Oh, I got ready.
I'm snacking.
Flung my purse and knocked over the lamp. Oh no, shattered, and so did the bulb. Oh no.
Well,
Is it on carpet to make it even worse?
if there was ever a moment to swear, that was it.
Darn. Yeah.
That's not the swear word I would have picked.
Well, everybody knows what swear word we all would have said. We're just oh no, yeah, that's just
My niece always grew up in the house understanding that you could swear if one or two things happened. If you had to clean up very tiny, sharp, pointy pieces in a house full of blind people, or if you stubbed your toe. Those were 2 occasions where it was perfectly acceptable to have that word come out of your face.
Yeah, I say it on a lot more occasions than this.
Oh yeah, now she does. But when she was 2, the rule worked great. But as far as she knew, I stubbed my toe a lot.
So what's everybody knitting tonight? So okay, yes. So we talked about the fact that we are doing this fantastic Fair Isle scarf, the Halloween Fair Isle scarf on Ravelry. It's a free pattern. It's not too late to join in the fun.
Oh heavens no.
Jocelyn and I are going to try to have it finished or see where we are come our check-in October the 6th. But really, we've got till Halloween, right, to finish it.
Well, I have a month of Halloween.
You know what, Jocelyn? I think you are rubbing off on me. Oh my God. Is this the hat?
Yeah, this is my hat. I'm ready for my some stripes just before I do my crown decreases. But this is the Halloween colorwork hat pattern.
That's awesome.
Which I've been doing well full of tiny chicken plague. So
oh no.
I'm calling it a win. So my color work is not exact up here at the top. I need it done. So
it's the top of your head and you're really tall. So
again, my running theory is that if you're really that close to my head, you better have bought me dinner first.
Exactly.
So the occasional missed stitch, you're just gonna have to live with. No, I'm really kind of hoping to put it on a Diana head.
Oh,
if I can. Yeah. But we're not washed or blocked or anything, but yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I'm in my I literally 3 rows and I've done my charts and then I'm into crown decreases and stuff. So like I'm so close.
That's exciting.
So close, guys.
Yeah, I love that. Love it. Yeah. So what else was I gonna say? The Halloween about you rubbing off on me. I have always I like Halloween, right? Like I always put up a few decorations. I love your mug. Love that mug.
It's on season.
This year I am really embracing Halloween and fall, kind of with Christmas.
Celebrate it. It's huge.
Yeah, so
huge. I had to explain to somebody the other week. By other week, I mean like in the last 90 days, what a fall dinner was.
Okay. Like
what?
Okay.
When communities get together and have massive dinners.
Yeah.
And it's not just your grandma's pumpkin pie, it's like all the grandma's pumpkin pie come up. And there is 150 people, and everybody's pitched in and cooked things and served things, and it's all home cooked,
Mm.
like full on fall meals with turkeys and chickens and hams and more sides than you can count, and so many grandpa jokes, it's not even funny. And it's just such a huge community thing, especially in rural Manitoba. And I forget that it's not a thing in the bigger cities. And I'm like, what a deprived youth you people had. Like, I grew up going to these things. This was amazing. And for someone with food allergies, if I didn't know if I could eat something, I could just go talk to the grandma that made it.
Mm-hmm.
I could just go ask the mom who canned the pickles. And they knew what was in there because they'd made the whole thing from scratch.
Yeah.
So like I grew up having that big feast meal. And you pitched in, like if you were cooking and pitching in and helping, you paid to go to the dinner. And those profits went towards church fundraising endeavors. So, like replacing roofs and funding Sunday school services and
Right.
participating in a community event. And like it was, like a food drive. So, you would bring cans of food and put in money, and they would donate the donated food cans to the homeless shelters and to the places that did food banks and stuff. So it was a huge community building activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so many of the kids that I've met that have lived in cities, like bigger cities, are like, they're what now? And I'm like, you have no idea how much and how badly I would pay $40 to just be able to go all you can eat turkey dinner
Oh, yeah.
and hang out with admittedly what is a lot of people, since we're currently in a pandemic. And just sit and chat and hear the stories and have the kids run around and do that sort of community building exercise, because it's just it's food for the soul is what it is. She just feels so energized at the end of it. It's brilliant.
Right.
Also full of turkey, and you usually take home a plate or two of food because some grandma has decided you need more food.
You need, yeah, you got to
My dad was always a growing boy. Growing out.
See, I grew up in the country, but we never did things like, not like community dinners like that.
Oh,
But it
it is
sounds
something I miss
fantastic.
about the smaller rural communities that I grew up in.
Yeah. No, that
Brandon and
sounds
that. Oh, I
it.
miss those dinners.
It sounds very much like that
Usually
could
church run.
be. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They're the ones who would do the work to organize it. Absolutely. But
Well,
they were open to all. And they did mean open to all. They did not care what your religious background was. It was there to celebrate the harvest in the fall. So
yeah. Oh, that's great.
yeah.
Sounds like that could be the center around a Hallmark movie.
Oh, it probably is.
Can't you just see it? I can see it now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Big city girl comes back to her small town,
Get
rural place.
suckered into helping can stuff for the big meal. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, I
Totally see
ate
it.
so well.
Totally see it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am working on my Orange Crush shawl tonight while we're chatting.
I'm working on knitting in the round because my brain is full of tiny chickens.
Yes, I'm just working on
And I
that.
could do one thing at a time.
Well, this Orange Crush shawl, this is my go-to project when I'm chatting, doing knit nights.
Oh yeah, at this point you gotta have the
Because
pattern so memorized.
oh yeah, I can even set it down. Like I set it down for, I don't know, a week or two and didn't do anything on it and picked it up. And for a brief second, I thought, oh no, what is this 4-row repeat? And as soon as I picked it up, started knitting it, it just all came back to me. So I do like it for that. And I really, really want to wear it this fall, but this is one of these projects that I'm just happy just to keep knitting. And I don't really even care about finishing it. I just want to keep knitting it.
Yeah. It's the best kind of project to have.
But yeah, and my third ball, oh no, I was gonna say it's getting squishy. It's getting a little squishy, but not really. It is a little. I thought it was gonna pick up that ball. And I thought it was gonna be more gone than it is.
Well, in true Jocelyn fashion, my testers are done my knits before I am. Because, that's how that works for me.
Well, that's all right.
Hey, they find all of the mistakes that I missed. And boy, do I appreciate the assistance.
Well, that's great.
So good. So sick of tea.
So when are you going to have this pattern published?
The hat is literally waiting on me and the tester to finish the crown decreases just to make sure the last of the pattern is good. Otherwise, it is all typed up. So it needs photos and then it can go out. So next week, maybe?
Yeah, fantastic. And what's it called?
Is Spooky Vibes hat.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Just for everybody else, because we all know I'm not really a big hat person. So I wanted to get the one that I'm the least interested in out of the way.
And
I'm not really a hat person. They look super cute. I just don't wear them.
But maybe if it's Halloween themed, maybe you would.
Probably not. I have Halloween themed hats. Just doesn't happen.
Okay. Well, so much for that.
Yep. I think it's because I still find it too warm during the Halloween season to even want like a fingerless mitten one.
But it's
or like a fingering weight.
That was, yeah, and that's what that is, right? That's sock yarn, right?
Yeah. The whole collection is fingering weight.
Yeah.
Because it's still a little warm in most places for anything heavier.
I don't know. If it gets too much chillier, like tonight, if I was going for a walk, I might want to pull on a lightweight hat. If I had a really pretty one that I just wanted to wear, it could be cold enough to wear a fingering weight hat, I think.
And oh yeah, it's all out of Aran Weed fiber co yarn.
Nice. All right, oh, Sally's here, and Catherine and Kim and Sam. Hi guys. Oh, Sally, you almost forgot. Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right, Liz. Oh, yeah, Liz is carrying on with the Hallmark movie. She says, woman from city wearing sweater meets man wearing flannel shirt.
Why is it always a flannel shirt? Usually they're not wearing flannel shirts.
No.
In real life, they just tend to wear t-shirts.
But I think everybody just it's a stereotype, I guess, right? It resonates.
I've got a buddy of mine, him and his wife, farm out in rural Manitoba, and his favorite thing to do is to harvest in his Batman costume. So Batman harvests their some of their things for Instagram videos for the families and friends and stuff. But the man has a full-on molded sectional Batman like animated appearance at his wedding. This is how much he loves that costume.
Oh my god.
So much he's put into this costume. Yeah. I mean, their wedding present from her parents was a John Deere tractor. So like
yeah, well,
beast of a present sitting outside the reception hall.
Yeah, I guess so. That's quite a present.
They love it, but yeah, no Batman harvests.
That's funny. I can't say as I've ever seen that. I have to mention that to my brother.
But definitely, like, it's usually just t-shirts and jeans. I don't.
Yeah. Oh, Kim says it was cold enough for a lightweight fingering hat in Ohio tonight. Yeah, going down to 7. That's about what I think that's what it's going down to here, Kim, as well.
Noting that, guys, I can't wear fingering weight mitts until we're in the negatives.
Yeah. Well, then just be happy you don't have to wear it yet.
Pretty much.
We have to, yes, as knitters, we need to embrace this cool weather, right? Like we should all be.
It's sweater weather.
That's right. We should be piling on our knits, right? Like pulling out our hand knit socks and our scarves and everything. It's like, whoo, down to single digits. Let's pull it all out. Get those sweaters out. Let's get ready.
Yeah. It's time.
I know it is time. It is definitely feels time. Oh, Sam, you almost missed tonight. You were knitting. Oh yeah, got Sam started on her stranded Halloween project today. So that's really exciting.
Well, good. I hope Sam's doing well with it.
Well, so far so good.
Wonderful.
So far so good. Liz, you love it when people would dress up in costumes when harvesting or plowing.
Yeah, just have fun. Like, have fun.
Oh, Jen wore her Lopi sweater yesterday and today for her walks. Yeah, that time of year, sweater weather, most definitely. I need to upgrade my sweater. This little lightweight cardigan, yeah, it's not quite cutting it. It's gotten significantly cooler. I need to upgrade my cardigan.
I'm still running pretty warm, but I feel like that's probably the temperature my internal body's running at the moment. But that's okay.
So what is everybody else working on? So
Yeah.
my Orange Crush shawl here, this is going to be my like clear the needles entry. And I've got a couple pairs of socks that I was hoping to get done, but
We've got what, another week or so for that?
yeah, a week. It's Fiber Friends ends the last day of September for Clear Your Needles. So if I can get this shawl done, I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping to have a lot of knitting time this weekend. So we'll see. We'll see what I get done. But I just really want to work on this shawl because I really do want to wear it.
That's fair.
I'm gonna keep working on this. We've got our Halloween scarves. Yeah.
There's a live cast on Sunday. You could join us for.
Yeah, I should be around on Sunday.
We're going to be live on YouTube casting on for the fall equinox cal because the summer cal just wrapped up. So it's time to get the fall things on the needles.
Sounds like a perfect sweater
in this case.
On.
Both me and Diana love the exact same sweater pattern by Hey Crochet with Carrie. So we figured, yep, we're gonna make twinsies. So it's truly going to be a race since we are truly making the exact same crochet cardigan in Briggs and Little Yarn. Like we full on went rustic with it.
Nice. I like
mine's in like a gray green or a gray blue and hers is in brown. Like we're gonna match so bad.
Oh, I love it though. I love it. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Susanna. Frost on Wednesday morning. Didn't scrape, but just had to warm up the vehicle. Oh no. I don't like that. That's back to the whole living in Canada. You should know it's coming. But I don't. Oh my gosh.
Snow.
No. It's
my old friend.
It's that first day of having to squill, the first day and then like the 100th day. They're all about the same when you have to scrape off your car in the morning.
Let's be honest. The first day we get a serious frost, I go out in the morning, backside over tea kettle, I'm falling down. I know it's going to happen. It happens every year. It's a thing. It's a part of the seasonal gift that is ice. And that's fine. And my back alley will become treacherous and it would be a pain in the butt to take garbage. It's already a pain in the butt to take garbage, but I still want it.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm still sad because I still don't have access to the basement of my apartment. So I cannot even put out my Halloween decorations this year, and they're usually out by this point.
Yeah.
My skeleton is in the basement.
And there's no way they can
they can't, because if they let one of you down, they can let all of you down, and it's still a construction zone, so it's not safe. It's not safe.
But what can they do something to accommodate you, like to say
it's a health and safety concern, and it's not a life or death issue. It's decorations. Yeah.
I suppose.
I've grown up around construction zones. They ain't safe. They're not safe.
Yeah, and I suppose you don't want strangers poking around in your storage closet either to get stuff out.
I really don't. They're already on a very restrictive time schedule as it is, because they can't start work to a very specific time in the morning, about 9 a.m. and they have to stop at 5. So like these guys can't do a construction schedule, which is like 8 to 8.
Yeah,
because there's too many tenants in the building.
A short time frame. Yeah,
which extends the work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of.
But that's okay, because I watched Abby Cox's video on laundry practices, Victorian and Edwardians versus us, and I'm going back to chemises and I'm boiling my laundry on the stovetop. That's what I'm doing. Ooh. Grossed out. Modern practices for laundry use more water and don't clean as well. Gross. Gross, guys. I'm going backwards.
Well, that's kind of an interesting concept.
Took a look at the water load usage, care for fabrics and industries, and she went right down to like how hard water affects things and how much of North America just has hard water. And then talked about all the detrimental, not just environmental impacts, but like the detrimental impacts to the clothing we wear, and then what isn't being cleaned and what is being put next to our skin, and then what our skin gives off based off surveys, scientific surveys where people did it for science and measured how many days it takes for the human body to give off enough oils and fat to saturate garments, and what we're giving off with the plastics in our clothes with our modern washing practices. So I'm like, nope.
So
No.
what was the name of it? What was the name of it again that you watched?
I can drop it in the Fiber Friends Friday night Facebook group for everybody if they want it. Don't eat while you're watching that. I made the mistake of having breakfast at the same time. GBs, but A, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And B, it's going to take very small changes to have a huge environmental impact. So I'm doing it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and my clothes will last longer, and I will have more hypoallergenic stuff next to my skin where it should be.
I'm interested in that.
And right now, since I'm currently plagued with the naval invasion of tiny chickens, guys, it's a tiny chicken disease is a very, very, very old nerd fighter reference. If you've been a nerd on the internet for a very long time, and I have been, two brothers called Hank and John Green did literally like a daily vlog where they sent each other letters over video vlogs, like way back when YouTube was a baby, when YouTube was a baby. And they did this for a year. So now they do like Wednesday, John, and Friday, Hank, they upload videos and they talk to each other and like the millions of other nerd fighters. And John kept getting sick, which, I mean, it happens. We all get sick. So he sort of, instead of saying he was sick and what he had, because most of the time you don't really know if you've got a cold or the flu, because the symptoms are really quite similar. He just called it tiny chicken disease. He had been invaded by tiny chickens. And it stuck.
Chickens.
And it stuck. So that's what I say now. My family, of course, just accepted it because I have a lot of weird wordisms, but sometimes regular folks aren't quite ready for my English. It's not always English. I had to explain it to Asa. Both Asa and Sherry didn't know what I was talking about because I was really sick the other day when I was messaging and going, that's it. I'm out. I'm like, I've been invaded by tiny chicken disease. I'm out. I'm gonna be sleeping all day. They're like, by the what? I'm like, oops. I should explain what English is coming out of my face.
You have to be careful saying that because somebody could think it is like some brand new.
It's not. It's just a way of saying I'm sick.
Just sick.
Yeah. And then when you've had so much tea and soup, you think to yourself, you are tea and soup. Your tiny chicken invasion has been reduced to naval battle engagements. That's it. There's no land left in you anymore. It's all sea battles from here on out.
That's not.
It's just fine.
Oh, I'm just checking I'm checking comments. Okay, Wendy says, I'm afraid to start my sweater. Why, Wendy? Why?
Don't be afraid.
Let's do it.
Did you see the Stephen West parody song for his
I saw you.
Oh my God, so good.
But I didn't. I was at work and I opened my phone and Facebook opened and I saw it there, but I thought, oh, I can't.
It's laugh out loud funny. He did a really good job with it. Yeah.
Oh, Liz, it's supposed to be 7 degrees or 45. Yeah. So it sounds like we're all about in the same boat.
Yeah, because Australia and like the Southern Hemisphere, they'll all be doing the slow flip the other direction.
Yeah. So Sam's doing color work for the first time. Wendy's afraid. Oh no, Wendy says I'm still working on my pickle jar scarf for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. Let's see. Mary's working on her Halloween jelly roll. That
Oh,
I
I
need
want
to
a
make.
Halloween jelly roll
I
so
know,
bad
that sounds so
now.
fun, doesn't it? Oh, Sally's alternating with fall socks. Yay. And oh, my comments just went berserko here. Wait, where are we? Okay.
That's
Nikki,
it. They've mutinied.
it's like they just went boom. Okay, Nikki. Oh, she cast on a lightweight hipster today with yarn. My lovely bonus starter gifted you for your birthday. Oh, that's
Nice.
cool. It came in the mail and I cast on, and I've done the first section already. You are so fast. Liz is getting to cast on fall socks. Jen is working on mittens. I know, well, since we're talking about frost and scraping cars, you're going to need those mitts, Jen.
Yep.
Susanna, oh no, Susanna said we had snow in September one year. Hush, don't.
Oh, yeah.
Say that.
There was a huge ice storm just a couple of years ago in September. It doesn't happen every year, but it does happen. I'm saying snow. If I have to live with you, people are already talking about Christmas. You can live with the S word. You're going to use the C word in conversations. The S word's coming up, people.
Okay, I guess that's fair. Okay, Natalie, you ended up with more fiber from the festival. That's exciting.
Excellent.
That's exciting. You probably have it all spun up now. Let's see. Susanna, Calgary has hard water. Yeah, we've got hard water here too.
Yeah.
Nikki, Natalie, that's awesome. I wish I had access to fiber. Rambulian, raw fleece, and llama and angora. Oh my gosh, Natalie, that sounds so fantastic.
I'm with you. I heard all those words. There's a lot of alpaca out here in Manitoba, which are amazing, amazing, beautiful, beautiful beasts and like wonderful fiber. I can't wear it. It's too heavy. Like it's too warm. I can't.
So Sally's asking, you're asking about the Halloween shawls. Are you talking about the ones that Jocelyn and I are knitting?
Our scarves.
Scarves, I'm gonna say, nice try, Sally. She's trying to sneak out information from us.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
Not gonna say a word, not gonna say a word, not gonna say a word. Have to wait.
I'm really good at keeping secrets. I'm keeping secrets from Diana, and she's in the same province as me. So
ooh, so is she still there?
Yeah, she goes home on Monday.
How was your fiber festival experience?
Oh, it was great. We did a whole girls' weekend. She stayed here and crashed on the couch, and we did coffees, and we were at Erin's booth, and then we bought enough Chinese food that we didn't have to make dinner for like 3 nights running. So like an obscene amount of vegan Chinese food came home.
Nice.
It was a lot of vegan Chinese. So like we absolutely overindulged Thursday night in deep fried mushrooms and sweet and sour gluten balls with pineapples and sauce and rice and mushroom fried rice. And then we also got broccoli and deep fried tofu with chow mein noodles. So like we had like a huge meal, right? By Saturday, we were so packed in the car. Diana took a picture of how packed she was in the car. Diana was packed into the car. So
fun.
It was good. It was successful. It was a good weekend for Erin for Fireweed Fiber Co, which was amazing.
Good
stuff. To get in the car, and I was like, do we really want delicious? Because we'd have to stand. And Diana's like, I don't want to stand. There's a McDonald's like half a block from my house. My apartment. So Erin kindly drove us through McDonald's drive-through, and we literally got in here, came upstairs, sat down, turned on YouTube, and proceeded to pretend we didn't have legs for like an hour and a half. Just sat and ate McDonald's and just vegged. Then we proceeded not to talk to each other for the rest of the night because we were both peopled out.
Well, yeah, because you had a whole weekend of Fiber Festival. Yeah. Our Kitchener show was only the one day, and I didn't go because I was at the cottage.
Here, you want to talk about Halloween stuff. This is the Halloween cowl that's coming out in October for me.
Oh, Jocelyn, that's gorgeous.
It's a double wrap at 60 inches in length.
Oh, I like that.
That was the one the tester did for me. That was Jen's test.
Oh,
and she absolutely got it done before I did.
That is really gorgeous. Really gorgeous.
Yeah. Guys, I swear I feel better. I sound awful.
Oh,
But
Wendy,
yes, officially the first COVID test came back negative, so I will test again in a day or so,
yeah.
just so we know for sure that I don't have that.
So Wendy says she's not good at math and figuring out sizes.
Sizes can be complicated because you have to see what the designer says in the pattern. Like, do they say this is the finished garment measurement or is it the finished bust measurement?
I know.
And what kind of sweater that you're making. You're ideally you're looking for that finished bust measurement to help determine your fit. The easiest way is to measure the circumference of your very favorite cardigan or sweater that you wear all the time because it fits perfect. That's the measurement you want as your finished bust measurement.
That's good. Absolutely good advice.
That's what you want. Then you can get a little fiddly with it as you get better with it. Like my first sweaters, I made two those measurements, and then I made one or two that were to my actual bust measurements. Those went straight to mom because it's too big for me. Because my bust measurement and my upper bust measurement are radically different. And when I stopped and measured the sweaters and cardigans I do wear, they're to my upper bust measurement, not to my bust measurement.
Yeah.
Which indicated a size change for me.
That, yeah. And that's not commonly talked
No,
about.
no, it's not. You are not one singular number or size. You're gonna have to do a little fiddles, but you got to make one or two to get into the groove of how that's going to work.
So yeah, I would say, Wendy, just, do your best guess with what the measurements are in the pattern, and know what your actual body measurements are, how much ease you want, and just cast on.
Yeah.
Start and do a little
Sure.
bit, and try it on or measure it just to see that you're in the right ballpark. And yeah, and sometimes you do, and you will, like Jocelyn said, knit one or two to get to know how you like your neck opening, how, if you like it wider or narrower, how deep you like your the depth of your armhole, all that kind of thing. You can, and then you can tweak it, but you have to get one. You got to do one or two, every one you kind of tweak until you kind of get all those things worked out, all the kinks worked out, kind of thing.
It's like the first time you knit any sort of thing you've never knit before, or sewed a thing you've never sewn before. Like my first pair of sewn homemade pants did not fit right. Did not fit right. I thought I knew better than the pattern. The answer to that is always no. The answer to that is always no. You do not know better than the pattern.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of just go with the flow, right? And and it's only knitting. If you absolutely get it all done and you really, really don't like it, well,
just rip it.
You pull
just
it out
rip it
again.
And do something else.
But really should check every so often. Check your gauge, hold it up to yourself, hold it up to the sweater that you like, so you really shouldn't get to the whole finished sweater and put it on and then find out it doesn't fit.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a.
But sometimes, having said that, that's, sometimes you just want to knit, and if you don't check it part way through, then yeah, you're taking your chances.
I always have to remember that my arms are longer and I have a longer torso, so I buy for the yarn requirements for a size up from what I'm going to knit, because I hate playing yarn chicken.
Oh,
with a massive passion do I hate playing yarn chicken. And then I knit the size smaller, and I know that I have that extra yarn to add that length in my arms and add that length in my torso. But even me, like, I have a ton of pullover sweaters. I don't wear pullover sweaters. I get too warm. I wear cardigans. So like I need to stick to I have to be able to steek it when I'm done.
Yeah.
Or it has to be a cardigan. Otherwise they sit in the closet, look pretty, but I don't wear them.
I have,
or they go to family members.
I have this biggest urge to knit a fingering weight, really loose gauge, really drapey pull over, something super simple, like really lightweight.
Like the ramunculus. Guys, we think I'm hard to understand on the best of days. Today is not the best of days.
Yeah, and I
Because
just,
isn't that fingering weight on like a large needle? It's a very
I
drapey.
think so, yeah.
I think that's the most popular one. You know what you should do? You should try to find one that isn't using one of the top 10 designers.
Oh, I'll just make it up
That'd be a
myself.
challenge. But I mean, yeah. Do your fit to garment. Just do your
Yep.
gauge swatch till you get that loose fabric that you want. Then you know what your stitch count is.
Yep. But my only thing is I don't know. I want to wear it, and I can picture myself. I can see myself wearing it, and in my head, I look like fabulous. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then until the first hot flash comes, and then what the heck am I going to do? Like, it's kind of obvious if you're like trying to whip off a pullover, right? A cardigan, you can ever so casually just slide it
Casually.
off, right?
Oh, I'm obnoxious and loud about it. Banding myself. I haven't had a hot flash yet. My 50s are gonna kill me.
Oh my word. But yeah, I know. I can just see. Oh yeah, now they're saying the weekender. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no way Hoagie hasn't done one, or Andrea Mallory hasn't done one, or
No.
like there's no way the big designers haven't done one. But
Yeah.
I think if you made it so that it was drapey enough and big enough, and you use that fingering weight, like merino nylon sock yarn,
Yeah.
you should be fine.
I mean, I don't know.
Because you would want a loose drapey fit. So I mean, you're not looking for anything with any shaping or structure anyway, just given the nature of the fabric.
Yeah, just something simple.
Just learn to stand in front of the fan.
You laugh.
It shouldn't be too. I know I shouldn't. Have I ever told you guys the story about the League of Nations bowling tournament I was in one year? If not, I will.
I don't think I've heard that story.
But I will tell you that story. But given it's such a loose fabric, any breeze at all,
yeah,
would take all of that heat right out. Because even though it's a superwash merino, it's still technically mostly wool, so it'll insulate you in both directions. So it will help keep you cool and it will help keep you warm. But at fingering weight, it's going to be such a small increase or decrease that
use the purple croy.
Use the purple. Yeah.
Seriously, I'm thinking.
And then when you don't like it, just ship it to me. Just make the arms longer and the torso longer. It'll be totally fine. God, I love that purple croy.
I don't know. I'm really thinking lace weight.
See, my brain says lace weight, and then I think early fall when you just want that little fingering weight hat. That's something to go over your tank top in the evenings. And how cute would that look with capris? Oh, it looks so cute. Yeah. Guys, again, I've watched videos where people have gone out with those temperature guns.
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on in my province. Some sort of music festival or a dude with a car too loud. If you can hear music, something's going on. Could literally just be a dude's car at the gas station next door. But they went out and they had one friend dressed in 18th century, one friend dressed in 19th century, one friend dressed in early 20th, and one friend dressed literally in like ye old, I woke up and it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And they temperature gunned them in Arizona in 110-degree heat.
Yeah.
And the ones in the 19th and 18th century clothing were cooler at their core temp than people wearing early 20th and like Tuesdays leggings and leggings and tunic.
Well, okay.
So like insulation's a big thing in both directions.
So that
which appealed to the carpenter's daughter in me because our factor is insulation. And, oh boy, can we go into detail on that? I grew up oddly. Okay. Got to circle back to the French maid outfits.
Okay.
In my early 20s, I lived in Brandon. And there's a mixed bowling league and a ladies bowling league and a guys bowling league. And I'm in the mixed league. It's just me and a couple of guys. And we bowl. I am not an amazing bowler. I'm steady. I can steadily get 90 to 110 points on average every game. And I have not been able to see the end of a bowling lane since my late teens. So I listen for the sounds. It's even worse now than it was before. And one year, my dad's friends needed a spare for their women's team for the League of Nations. And it happens around Halloween. And you dress up in a very cheesy, not authentic, full-on parody of whatever country you've been assigned to.
Oh,
We got France. So here I am bowling in my early 20s with a group of ladies in their early 50s, because they're all my parents' age,
yes.
in French maid outfits. They're the polyester. You buy them to wear them sexy French maid outfits because we wanted to be able to bowl correctly. Guys, we won a trophy that year. Like, we bowled well. We were also maybe have had moonshine cut with cherry brandy, so we were also quite, relaxed. We were relaxed.
Tipsy?
We were relaxed. But before the end of the first game, one of my fellow French maids was using the air vent at the end of the bowling lane because she was having a hot flash in her polyester French maid outfit. And when I looked at her, she's like, you do what you got to do when you're 50 and you have a hot flash. I'm like, my mother assures me that, yes, that is a true statement. However, I'm still 20 and I need to bowl. Get off my ball. That was my first introduction to how hot flashes are going to change my life.
Yes, that is not incorrect.
Mom had to drive us home. My dad was a sumo wrestler from Japan. He's like 6'3". Like, the sumo wrestler outfits were too small. So like he wore the inflatable sumo wrestler suit. His whole team wore them. Not politically correct. Early 2000s, before this was even a thing, and it was all done in good fun and raised stuff. But like, I won. Yeah, we won a trophy that year. I have it somewhere in the house, somewhere in the apartment. I got the trophy. And my mom ran off with the windbreaker pullover years ago, but that I got that has all the sports stuff on it. But yeah, you were talking about hot flashes, and every time it comes up, my brain just goes back to that one moment where I'm like,
maid costume.
Hot flashes are gonna suck. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. So
I've been warned. It's been decades. I know it's coming, and it creeps closer every year.
all right, well, maybe I will try.
But give it a go, because it's one of those things. Fingering weight just widens the amount of time you can wear it seasonally. And you'll decide, and you'll know right away when it's too hot for you to wear and when it's the right temperature for you to wear. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I will try. You never know. Let's try it. So,
same ways, I watched that video about laundry. Now I'm going to go to linen undergarments. So I'm very grossed out that I can stick in a thing and boil on my stovetop.
I know the first time I scoured fabric before dyeing it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe.
Yeah.
The scum, the stuff that was all on top of the water of the pot.
Guess what? It's not clean when we put it in the washer and dryer.
Yeah, that just really.
Yep, and we use a ton of water, even on the high. Even before people go, I have high efficiency. Still uses more water.
Yeah.
It still uses more water. Yeah.
Oh.
Same way, it's like we gotta go back to line drying, which is its own problem because a lot of places actually it's illegal to put out lines to dry your clothes.
I know and that needs.
And it pops up in the news every once in a while, and I'm like, are you out of your mind, people? Just let people, because it looks poor. Like,
yeah.
You and the horse you rode in on. Insert bad word there. Hang drying is an amazing way to dry clothes.
That's all.
And it's so environmentally friendly. You're actually just using the sun. You don't even have to use the sun. I hang dry all sorts of stuff here in the apartment.
Oh, my mother has never had a dryer.
You don't need it. Is it helpful and convenient? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's not necessary.
No, my mom has never. All with us kids growing up to this day.
I still use it for my blankets. Yes, I don't want to spend 2 days drying a blanket. I live in an apartment. I don't have a clothesline. A clothesline in the summer when we had the house, all of it went out on the line to dry. Blankets, everything. Didn't matter. It all went out to dry in the summer. Loved it. It's the two downsides to being in the apartment. I don't have a line to dry clothes on, and I don't have a small garden.
Yeah. So, I mean, some places you just. I mean, I just.
What am I doing? Row 2, guys. My brain.
Drying rack. Anyways, I'm just laughing. Autumn here. She said she's been distracted by listening to her mom talk to her sister, who is blind, on a video call, chasing down a spider in her tub. It was highly amusing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh no. Oh, did
Hey,
I
Dad, what are you doing right now? If I showed you a video, could you tell me what the is going on here?
So Sam, I saw your comment about color work and I'm ignoring that. And don't pull it out, just keep going.
Keep
Because
going.
the only way you're going to learn and get better is just to keep going. If there's a mistake, we can duplicate stitch over it. Just carry on. Carry on.
I didn't even see the comment. Just keep going.
Just keep
Just
going.
keep going.
Just keep going. Yeah. Just keep going. Okay, I think, look at this. All right, you guys, look at this. Finally, finally,
Oh, look at that.
there is a hole I can see.
Is that your last ball or your second last ball?
Second last. But I
Oh,
can
you're way
now.
over the 50% mark then. You're in the
Yeah,
home stretch.
I am. I can see there's like space in here now.
Excellent.
This will make me
Excellent.
happy.
I have a project to
Somewhere.
cast on Sunday. It's all in that bag.
So this is the crochet one. So what says the name of the pattern, the sweater again?
It's pronounced four. That's not how it's spelled.
Okay.
It's spelled, we're thinking maybe Gaelic. But it is a crocheted cardigan with what is called, like it's a waffle stitch. So it is a very textured stitch. So it uses a lot of yarn. So we went to Briggs and Little so we could get a really nice rustic fall cardigan. I keep looking at Louise because like she's there, but my camera's there. And I don't have enough brain power to do both. I can either look at Louise or I can look at my camera. So I wound the one ball Diana brought with her to start. So like I know she hasn't cast it on, even though today's the start of the fall equinox, because I have her yarn. And I have my yarn, and it has to live on that sewing. That's my sewing machine back there. That's the new classy, the old classy lady. My singer, my treadle singer. Because if I put it on the ground, it springs a little, and Phaedra's head's right in the bag. And she pulls out all the balls so she can sleep on them and felt them by rubbing her face on them and cleaning them. Like she loves Willy Woo. So I don't want her to do that. It's a lot. And I distracted her. I brought down my Stone Warrior sweater. And I'm not wearing a bulky weight brings a little sweater yet, guys. Way too warm. Also, the armpits aren't sewn up. I folded it up and I put it somewhere so she has a nice high corner and real wool to sleep on. So she would leave my projects alone. Distraction.
Well, I can't wait to see you get that started. Oh,
Starting on Sunday.
Hello. I have a cat. I have a cat who
Convince mine to
say,
nap.
jump on my lap.
Convince mine to lay down and have a nap.
Easy one to come say hi.
Mine's been in full on babysitter mode, so I haven't had any peace and quiet and personal space in days.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take a look here in the comments here.
Yeah.
Yes, let's just say natural fibers are better for temperature control.
They are, yeah.
Oh, Diane, I love this. Diane says she loves dressing up in her Raggedy Ann costume on Halloween.
Ah, so good.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
I want a Miss Frizzle's Halloween dress. That's what I want. I want a Miss Frizzle Halloween style dress.
Oh, that'd be fun. Okay, Autumn's got something here that I think. Okay, what is this? Autumn says, I think Jocelyn and Diana need to swap colors for the sweater.
That was the color I want.
The pockets, sweater pockets.
Oh, I don't think the pattern calls for pockets, but we could do that.
I think that would be fun because then you really would be like have matching sweaters.
We could totally do that. I'll talk to Diana.
That's an awesome idea.
She's doing some care package delivery for me tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, we definitely don't want to be in person because the last thing you want to do is fly when you have head cold.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that.
Okay. No, nobody wants to do that. That's
0 out of 10 recommend. So we're going to be extra careful so that I don't give it to them or give it back to them. We're not, because we're pretty sure it's not COVID. We're pretty sure it's just a head cold.
Yeah.
That I could pick it up for I can pick up chest infections and sinus infections from people who have no symptoms. It's very common for me to do it. It is a thing that happens when you have a compromised immune system. People who think they're perfectly healthy have just enough to make you sick.
Yeah.
Cool beans. That's not their fault. It's not their fault. Your body is like, hey, come on in.
Yeah.
And rolls open the open carpet doors. So
oh yeah, Liz says no flying with sinuses clogged.
No.
That would not be fun. No. I'm starting to think about flying again, you guys. I was thinking, somebody asked me, they're like, where would you want to go? And my thought has been,
like money's no object. You could just take a dream vacation. Oh, I'm going to Japan.
Japan, yeah, no.
Yep. Yeah, and then I'm taking a year to putter all the way back.
Oh,
I need to see Turkish oil wrestling. I need to go to Egypt. I need to stand in, temples. I need to visit Asa in Norway. She'll kick my butt.
Well, yeah.
Like I need to go to the city of Bologna, which is the birthplace of the modern university. I need to that's in France. Like I need to go to Greece and Rome. There's so much I gotta go do. Gotta start all the way at the other end and make my way back. There's a festival in Japan, in the south of Japan.
Yeah.
It celebrates fertility.
Oh.
I need a foam finger male member.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. It's a festival, and their iconography is male members.
Okie dokie.
I need to go to that. I need to go to Herculaneum, which is the lesser known version of Pompeii on the same island. I actually wrote a paper on Herculaneum, specifically one temple with one fresco in one room. It took me 4 months to do, but yeah, there's so much to see and so much to do. Like I need to go to Australia just to see if unfiltered Jocelyn is strong enough to stand up next to Australian bluntness. It's just a question I have of myself.
Well, then yeah, maybe you should just definitely go do it.
Yeah. Go hike in South America where everybody struggles to breathe, and I won't because we're at a high enough altitude. The air's thin enough. There's no pollen, so I can breathe. I need to drag friends up north so they can see real northern lights.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Things need to happen.
Hi, Pravina. Hey, Sam, where did you send me pictures? Did you text them, Facebook Messenger? I don't see anything. Let's see if when she comments. So, hey, Anne.
So much to do.
Anne said, sometimes I have no idea what you're talking about.
Most of my life, most people have no idea what I'm talking about. It's okay. Don't feel bad about it. My mom says I alone every time we go somewhere where there's a museum, the family expects me to disappear for 48 hours. It took me 2 days to the Royal Ontario Museum. 2 days.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
because that is how interesting history is to me.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing, for sure.
I was out for a bachelor party and a wedding at the time. And I was late for the bachelor party. I'm strolling in. Everyone's like, did you get lost? I'm like, no, I was at the museum. They didn't close 20 minutes ago. What are you talking about? I was looking at history.
Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty exciting. Now, I've always, I've been saying for a couple of years now that I want to go back to northern Norway.
Yeah. So take me with you. Let's go try weird food.
Yeah. You and me and Asa and anybody else who wants to go.
Well, Diane, because she remembers that I need to eat.
Okay, she can totally come. I know, let's do it. And but then when that's always been and I do still want to do that. But when we were talking about, I said, where would you want to go? And I was thinking about it, and the first thing that popped in my head was Denmark.
Sure.
And I'm thinking, yeah, I could do that. I would want to go there. So anyway, yeah, so that's where I would go back to again. For sure. Oh, what are we congratulating Diane for? Oh, bought her tickets tonight. Oh, is this your lottery tickets, Diane?
Oh, good. Good luck.
Win, the millions, and then we can, yeah. Diane will travel. Diane
Oh,
can
yeah.
travel for us. She could do all your stops and tell you all about them, Jocelyn.
Yeah, money wasn't an object I travel now.
Yes. Oh, that'd be nice. I know.
I'd absolutely travel.
Yep, me too. Me too.
Once I was fully boosted and we got into the cycle, if you need a booster, cool, let's do it.
Yep, let's just go.
Everyone's gonna forget it's there till they get sick anyway, so take my precautions and start living my life again. That's all I can do, or I don't live.
Yeah, and that's what I say. Yeah, get your booster shot. Put a mask on if you want.
Would I have preferred us to stay home longer? Yes, I would have preferred if the initial lockdown had remained the lockdown until we were all vaccinated. And I don't mean a percentage of us, I mean all of us. Because I have friends who still cannot leave their apartments and they have been in that initial lockdown because of their health.
Yeah.
And we've all just forgotten about them. We don't care because it doesn't affect us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no hope that we would do that. I know better. But ideally that's what we would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes.
But I mean, ideally, we'd still all be wearing face masks and I wouldn't hear this grumbling like we're small children about it. We would just do it because it's what needs to be done. And we're adults.
Yep.
The fact that children don't complain about it tells you how bad we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wendy says Ireland or Scotland. I would really like to go to Shetland.
I'd go to Scotland. I don't know the point of taking someone like, well, Scotland makes sense because, but like, I want some of my own clan tartan and I want to, buy it officially and stuff. And Ireland would be fun, but I'd want to go to all the really cool rural castles, and I don't drive anymore.
Well, I'm sure you could have somebody take you. I'm sure that shouldn't be a problem.
I'm just like, that's what I do. Not necessarily be like in a tour group or anything, but like 4 or 5 girlfriends just go and say love you, see you in 30 days. But most of my married friends want to bring their husbands. I'm like, cool, I'm now the third wheel, thanks. Doesn't matter that I like your husband, you've just made me the outsider. Thanks. And they do it anyway, so you get used to it.
I was taking a look for Sam's picture, but I still don't see anything. Sam, are you here?
Uh-oh. It could take a bit to show up, like if she emailed them, it's not instantaneous. Same with texting, it's not an immediate thing. It will get there. My sister was taking pictures on Sunday showing me her harvest. First I get is this picture and it's all this green leaf. I'm like, what am I looking at? She's like, my kitchen sink. I'm like, that's not a kitchen sink, it's a miniature forest. She's like, yeah, the carrots came in today. I'm like, that's not a kitchen sink, it's a mini forest. She wanted to know if I wanted the green tops, because if you cook them, a lot of green leaf, broccoli, beets and stuff, it's all edible. So I said, yeah, but you'll have to blanch them for me and toss them in the freezer. So she did that.
Yeah.
They're great in fall soups and stews and over the winter, and you can bring them up to temperature in a frying pan with a little bit of oil and have them as greens and morning for breakfast, and they have a higher protein pack than meat, so dark greens are better for you. I like sticking them in like Spanish stews and stuff, like lentil based stews, because they're really good on those.
Oh, Nikki's heading out.
Ooh, bye.
Watching a movie with hubby tonight.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, I have a date with Netflix later tonight.
A date with Critical Role later tonight?
Yeah, see, look at that. Look at us all. The wild and crazy lives we lead.
Oh, I won't go around people till I'm better.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what I have.
Well, that's the thing, right? It doesn't matter if it's COVID or not, really. I mean, nobody wants to be sick.
Nobody wants to be sick. I'm not doing that to somebody.
Oh, Jocelyn, Wendy says thank you for the advice on the sweater knitting.
Yeah, The first one's always scary. If we think about it, the first time we did a sweater was scary. The first time we did socks was scary. The first time we did a scarf was scary. The first time we knitted anything, it was scary. It's always going to be scary the first time.
Yeah.
The trick is just to just do it.
And the thing is, it's a large commitment, right? It's more yarn, it's more time.
Yeah.
You know, you knit a hat or you knit one sock and you find out you made it too short, too long, or what. It's not a big deal. It's a little more daunting with a sweater, but you know, just go step by step, check your fit.
You're gonna give yourself permission to not have something that's 110% perfect off the gate.
Well, that's right. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just
Doesn't gotta be perfect. It's just gotta work.
yeah, it can be wearable and not perfect. And then the next one, you just do a little bit better.
You do something different, so it's easier for you.
Yeah.
Not a single one of my sweaters has the right stitch count. Not a one.
Oh,
I have never done perfect color work. My ribbing's always all absolutely not. Absolutely
none
not.
of mine are perfect.
No.
Liz says her first knitting project was a sweater.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly,
why not?
A sweater was one of my first projects too. I think, I mean, I probably did a scarf. I think I learned on a baby blanket, just a big, three-paneled baby blanket, garter stitch and stockinette stitch. And then I tried to make a hat for my brother, but that was before I realized there was different weights of yarn. And I don't know what the pattern called for, and I bought a bulky weight yarn. The hat ended up like 3 sizes too big.
A little large.
And then I did a green, like like the work sock hats and socks and stuff that everybody's doing now.
Yeah.
I did a sweater like that, and it was a dark green, solid dark green, and then I had white and red stripes on the cuff and the collar, and it was a pullover.
Yeah.
I did that sweater, and then my very next project was an all over Fair Isle steeked cardigan.
Why not?
Yeah. So
my first one was one of those cowls that can become a hood.
Oh, okay, like a snood.
Yeah. I still have it. I still use it because I wanted something for that -40 when I actually get cold.
Yeah.
And I want that extra layer. So like you layer up, the cowl goes on, and then my rabbit ear hat goes on. I have a fleece winter hat that's got long rabbit ears on either side of it.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. And then the hood part comes up, and then the scarf goes around, tucks everything down. And everything's all secured in, and there's no air gaps. No air gaps. Air gaps are the devil's work.
Yeah, you don't want that because then you're cold.
Then you're cold. It defeats the whole purpose of getting layered if you got an air gap. And away you go.
Yeah, when I knit those sweaters, I definitely wasn't experienced, or maybe if you were going like, I don't know, should I have knit a sweater? Maybe I should have done a cowl or a hat or a something, but sometimes when you don't know, and you just jump into it, right?
See, is where I feel like I should have started that way. Like I should have done just committed and gone in for what it is I wanted to work on, because now I'm so afraid to do cables. I've never started a cable project.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Whereas I know in the back of my head, cables are not hard. No. And I love the look of cabled sweaters. If I had just started with cabled sweaters, there would not be this roadblock in my brain. And it is entirely just in my brain.
Oh, it is, right? It's a little story we tell ourselves that we should be afraid of something, and it's completely wrong. Yeah. Okay, so there you go, Jocelyn. If Wendy's going to start her sweater, you need to work on something cabled.
I need to get some stuff finished before Asa flies from Norway to kick my butt.
All right. Well, then as soon as you're out of the danger zone, cast on a cowl or fingerless mitts or something and have a simple cable on, and just do it. And once you do your first cable, then there'll be this whole sigh of relief, right? It'd be like,
I know they're not hard. I can read them and understand what they want me to do.
Yeah.
So like I know it's doable. I just need to do it.
The only thing I would say, and honestly, if you're looking at a cable chart, that kind of looks intimidating.
Oh no, see, I read crochet charts. Those
Oh
are
yeah. Oh, so
intimidating.
then yeah. So then if you do, but
Cable charts, not so much.
that's what I found when I first started doing cables. That's what I remember looking at the chart, and I was like, oh my gosh, that looked intimidating. But yeah, knitting them itself is not. Oh, hey Sabrina, welcome,
Woo!
welcome.
Everybody hear that
Oh,
thunk?
oh, Wendy's doing Netflix and Outlander tonight. Liz said her first project was a sweater. Yep. Oh no, it's not. What did Liz say? She said my first knitting project was a sweater, but she learned on a scarf. So, Susanna, I knit a sweater. Oh, what's that for Jordan and Liz? Oh, and Liz has saved it for Natalia. Okay.
Family heirloom.
Yes.
Don't mind me, I'm just dropping project bags on the floor.
Yeah, Liz is saying, yeah, that's Suzanne, that's great. My sweaters can be passed on. Very much so. Oh, Diane's saying fisherman sweaters are great. Yes, they are, Jocelyn. Yeah, maybe Jocelyn shouldn't just skip the fingerless mitts kind of thing, Jocelyn. Just do a full sweater. Go big or
Commit.
go home.
Just do the whole thing.
Just jump in and do it.
There is the bookish cardigan. There is the librarian.
Oh, okay. So Wendy's, yeah, so Wendy's saying she has to finish a couple of projects before she starts her sweater. Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of Halloween patterns coming out.
I can't wait. I love the cowl. I love the cowl.
And a pile of Google Docs.
Oh, Liz said, so okay, so her first, so she said mine was a Brunswick pattern in 1970. I almost had it out today to take a picture, but I got involved in trying to unlock a drawer, still locked. Oh no.
That
Hey,
sounds like a story.
Didn't you post a picture of keys? I saw, but that was you, wasn't it, Liz? I saw just, I mean, a couple of times when I just jumped into social media, I just kind of scrolled through a little bit, and I'm sure you posted like a bowl of keys or something, which is funny because my mom and dad have an old writing stand, I think I want to call it, like old. It came from my grandparents' house, and I think it was my grandpa's father's that he got. Oh, I don't know, there's something, he was like the sheriff, and it was given to him as a gift for, I don't know, something. Anyways, so it's gotten passed down to like the oldest son in the family, and so my mom and dad have it, but something was locked on it, and mom was going through, she had all these little skeleton keys they were trying to unlock, and they finally found one that unlocked it. Oh, Liz said, yes, she went through every key and still locked. Oh no. Oh, Susanna's, oh, your granddaughters. Nice. Sabrina is working on, her second project was socks.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I think there's something about that, instead of going kind of dishcloth, hat, cowl, scarf, mitts, socks, sweater. Maybe you should just go, dishcloth or scarf or something, just to learn the basic stitches, and then go socks and sweater, and then back to hat and mitts.
Or not. This will be the Halloween Fair Isle scarf.
Yeah.
Will be my second knitted scarf ever.
Oh, yeah.
I went straight from like the cowl,
yep,
to shawls.
To shawls, yeah.
Big shawls.
Yep.
And I knitted a scarf for the mysterious Mr. B, because I couldn't take him complaining about the air gap any longer. So like I made him a beefy acrylic scarf because he reacts to wool, like he gets itchy and busts out, so it's not good for him. And then I've done 2 crochet scarves for some friends' kids, and that's it. I'm not really a scarf knitter. Cowls sometimes, not often, but shawls, oh yeah, because for me shawls are scarves.
Yes.
All the drapey.
Yeah.
All the drapey.
Yeah. I think it depends on what you really want to knit. Yeah. And I think people probably start knitting because they want to knit sweaters. I don't know as people start knitting because they think they want to knit socks. I think before you're a knitter, you don't even realize knitted socks are a thing.
I sure didn't. I mean, I knit socks now. I'm very slow at it because it's not my favorite thing to knit. It's still shawls and sweaters. That's my happy place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but no, I could totally see.
Need to knit something that you absolutely love.
Absolutely. I've got the shawl, Stephen. West parody song in my head, guys. It's not.
I'll have to go back and listen to it.
I knew I was sick because I wanted to watch Dances with Devils. And it's an anime that you should only watch when you're sick.
Oh.
Or you will feel your IQ lowering, which means it's perfect when you're sick watching.
That's fun. So where did you send me the picture? I'll look again. Let me see. Did you text it to me? Oh, I have a text.
Ooh.
No.
Let's start. I know my brother-in-law's going to message me because my laundry's coming home once he's done work. It's easier for him on the way home to stop by my apartment than it is on the way to work for him. So there's also less traffic at 9 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But I said, yeah, I'll be up. No problem.
Mary says the Halloween scarf is beefy.
It's Halloween. Halloween.
Oh, okay. Look at that. See, I just say one thing and there's always somebody to say. Sally said, I learned to knit socks she learned to knit because she wanted to knit socks. I saw them being knitted on Facebook and had to make some. Ah, there you go. Yeah. See, I think it's because I learned to knit before Facebook. So, and I can't say as I ever saw anybody, I mean, the only people I saw knit was like, oh, this sounds so stereotypical. My grandma and her friend, and they never knit socks. That's funny, right? Because they never knit socks, but they knit sweaters. The like the Icelandic yoke sweaters, right? That's what they would knit that.
Yeah,
they would knit that.
My grandma tried to teach me to knit when I was like 12.
Yeah,
I'd say 12 given the haircut I have in the photos. I didn't take to it. I tried it, but I wasn't interested. And then I didn't actually learn to knit till after my driver's license was taken away. So after I became legally blind.
Mm.
So it was, in which case we're in YouTube land. YouTube taught me.
Yeah. Totally different, right?
Yeah.
I learned to knit. Yeah, I was younger than 12. Or when I was trying to learn to knit, I was definitely younger than 12.
And I was more interested in running around and doing other things. So
this makes me feel old, right? Because there was no computers, there was no YouTube, there was no nothing. There was an instruction booklet. You had to try and follow those crazy pictures with little arrows and
crazy photos. I do
work.
have a little book that says "This is knitting," and it reminds me so much of "This is Sparta" from like that really bad 300 movie.
Oh yeah.
So I bought it because it amused me, but I've never opened it. I just have it just for nostalgia purposes. 300 was such a bad movie. So there's that.
Oh, Sally. Oh, Sally joined a crochet group and some projects were knitted socks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody knows how I learned to crochet.
Yeah.
Are you going to do it next year? You're going to do 365 days of crochet squares?
Oh.
I mean, now would be the time to buy the yarn because Michael's has got 30% off all yarn. I don't have to leave my house to get in trouble, people. All I have to do is open Discord.
I know. Well, yes, I found out Michael's has their yarn on 30% off because I went there last night to get a needle. And I know, and it was like the sign just like jumped out at me, and that's all down all the aisles of yarn, 30% off, and I'm like, this is gonna be a problem. So I did come home with some. for Halloween knitting. Figured that was, a necessity.
I mean, I would agree.
So anyways, yeah, so yarn is 30% off right now, you guys. Oh, I know.
All I did was open Discord, and one of the Patreon members shared a little tidbit with us, to which we all thanked her.
I know.
Thanks, thanks.
So now that you know that, you either
Temptress.
run fast so you get it while there's still a good selection of yarn, or you unpurposely stay away. But
Or you mention it to daddies and moms who like to buy Christmas presents so that they know where to go.
Absolutely. Yes. See, and that's maybe what they're thinking. But anyways, I know I was caught off guard because I did not know it was on sale. So I had no defenses already built up. That's my
No
that's
defenses.
that's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
but
Guys, I was broadsided by the yard sale. What?
it's exactly. I know. I couldn't help it. But it truly does save me instead of going back and buying it one ball at a time.
Oh, if it's something that you can do for like the larger projects and stuff, and
Yeah.
like, I'm thinking about it because like if we do the 365, like, and if you and I go, that's it every day, we're gonna post in our Facebook groups, like, and we're gonna keep each other on track and do this, which I'm super game for. I'd want to buy a book of the yarn on sale. Will it get me the whole year?
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of yarn, but it will get me a good chunk of the year, which means I can make it to like the next sale before I want to stock up. Yeah.
Well, you know what they did as well, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, they're sneaky. So not only did they get me to buy yarn when I wasn't going in to buy yarn, when I check out and with the receipt, they gave me a coupon next week for 40% off.
Yeah, a regular priced item.
And it's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, 40%. We never get 40% coupons anymore. So, and my first thought is like, yes, I'm going to have to go buy something that I didn't already want just so I could save 40%.
I like using the 40% off coupons for like the larger purchases.
Yeah, I know, right? And so, but see, but that's what they want, because now that's exactly what I'm thinking. I wasn't thinking about needing anything, but now I'm thinking, oh, 40% off? That doesn't come around very often. What do I need? What larger product do I need?
I keep looking at their, like, sometimes they get lamps in, like the crafting lamps where they've got the magnifying glass with the ring.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the light.
yeah.
I keep eyeballing those because they would make some of my crafting easier. Or, the stuff I need to make a light box so that I can backlight the cross stitch to make the cross stitch easier to do.
Yeah.
So there are things. Right now I use a window and I hold it up like this and then I cross stitch. My arms get tired pretty quick.
Yeah, a light box would be better.
A light box would be better. So for me, there's always something. Or, I go get some new frames, some new big wall print frames, because I have the old newspaper clippings from the very first house I owned when I was 19 that we pulled out of the wall because that was the insulation that was used in the house because it was a turn of the century house. So it was like I had the very first color run print of a Campbell's soup. And, it was World War II. So, they had all the clippings. I have some clippings for stuff, don't eat beef, eat pork, so we can send beef to Britain. Like all sorts of interesting history.
Yeah.
And I need to reframe those. So like there's some stuff I do need to do.
Okay.
So yes, there's things on the wish list. There's always things on the wish list.
Yeah.
When isn't there things on the wish list?
Oh, I know. There always is. That's the thing. Pravina worked in a corner shop on one of my I worked in a corner shop and one of my customers taught me to read a knitting pattern. Oh, since then I've been knitting. Look at that.
See, that's a cool way to learn.
Nice story to go with it.
I just went to YouTube.
Liz said, how much yarn did you buy? Michael always has sales. I know, but they have, I know.
There's good sales and there's sporadic sales, and this is
Yeah.
that fall
Well,
good sale.
because they sometimes have it on like it'll be 25%.
Yeah.
Because the coupon is always 30%. So you could always, so then it's like when they have they earns 25% off, you're like, well, do you buy it all in one shot at 25 or do you buy it ball by ball at 30%? But
Yeah.
now this was 30%, so you could just
And that makes like a $14.99 ball of carrot cake like $10 and change. Like, those are big balls.
So
insert 12-year-olds joke here. Sticker. Because you still need two.
So let's see. Oh, who is it?
What I would love to have found is it looks like they're clearing out their Barcelona yarn. And I always wanted to get a coat's worth of the tapestry colorway.
Oh.
To make a fairy coat.
Oh, that would be nice.
So they're knit in panels, and then you seam them together or pick up I haven't bought the pattern for it, but it has that really long triangle hood and a flared skirt.
Oh, yeah.
And I always wanted to make one in those colors, but like I could never find the tapestry in Winnipeg ever. And I mean, like, even in the big balls, I still need like 8 or something ridiculous. Like it's a lot of yardage. It's a big project. Oh, I want to make a fairy coat so bad.
Well, I think you should.
It's been in a favorite bundles for years, but I have not run across another acrylic yarn because I don't want the stretch.
Yeah.
I don't want the stretch. In the case of that garment, I want that to maintain its shape.
Right.
And I don't want it to breathe because I want to keep the heat in. That is the point of a coat.
Yes.
It is a coat garment. I would probably be lining it in silk. It's a coat garment. It's not meant to breathe. It's meant to be a coat. So like I always, but I fell in love with the tapestry colorway. And I've never been able to find it again. Yeah, which always upset me. And I looked, guys, and if it was there, I would have figured out how to afford some, but it wasn't there. So,
well, Susanna's on Michael's website. She's saying.
Susanna also likes to gift me carrot cake yarn, and yes, save yourself some money. And I love presents. I love presents. I am absolutely unashamed about presents. Oh, it just makes my day. Also sent care package. She sent money so I could go buy more impeccable.
Oh, that was sweet.
She's like, go buy more impeccable. That's fair. I can't go with Diana. She'll be picking it up for me. We were going to do a little Michael's trip. That's always fun, but that's not an option with me being sick because I don't want to get her ill. So
yeah. Well, that's lots of fun though. Well, you got a Michael's trip to look forward to, so that's always good.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna go. I'm doing the experimental Tuesdays this month. So I said I would do her part of it, but she had to buy the supplies I needed because I didn't have money to just go get the supplies I needed. And then I'd eat through my backlog. So she's like, I can do that. So one of the stops is Michael's. So you're already there. I'm gonna send you some money. Can you also get me? You mean you're in the same store?
That's right. Just pick that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, it is 9 o'clock our time. So we've been our hour and a half.
Yeah. I said I don't feel nearly as crappy as I sound. I sound atrocious.
I think you actually sound better now than we did when we started.
It's possible. I also haven't really been talking about much the last couple of days, so I've been warming up my vocals. So guys, I'm almost out of honey. Like a national emergency.
Oh yeah. Oh, Susanna, she's going to send some Halloween decor.
There's these things. Okay. On my bucket list. You know how you get those they start off as like Christmas scene pieces and you can buy this little Christmas town and they all like LED and light up. There's a Halloween town version out of Michael's. You have no idea how badly I've wanted to save up and buy these LED light up Halloween town things. Can you not just picture that? Can you not just picture me owning?
I can.
I never do it. I always forget to buy them when they go on sale before they go away for the year. And pick up whatever the discount one is, like, and start the collection. I always forget till we're like halfway through Christmas, and my brain goes, Douglas, you were gonna do a thing.
Totally forgot.
And you completely forgot. There are things I am great at. Remembering to do things for myself is not one of them. Neither is people's names or birthdays. It's just not my strong suit. But if you want me to recall a color palette colorway name from 4 years ago, odds are half decent I might remember.
It's all about priorities.
And that's where mine are. Your pets' names, I'll remember your pets' names. Yours, maybe. Your significant others, no.
No chance.
I don't bother until you're married. And if you're married, odds are 50-50, and it's dependent on how often I see them.
I love it.
Because it's just not a thing you're going to worry about. No. If you're the significant other of a friend, but we're not friends, you're so-and-so's wife or you're so-and-so's husband. Like, there's your parent connection. I know people who know me as Ian's daughter. I'm pretty sure they don't know my name.
Yeah.
That's fine. They don't know me. They know my dad.
That's right.
Right, no, they know my grandpa. So, like, super legit. Does bother me the slightest. But so it's like, wow. I mean, now my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, had a head start. We were friends in high school. So then when he started dating my sister later, I was like, well, I have to remember your name. I know who you are. He's like, yep, sucker. I'm like,
I already know you.
Yeah. I already know you.
Oh, well, you guys, I have got a fair bit. There's my marker.
I should go have more chicken veggie soup.
Yeah, you need to, get all set up and then get in comfy and watch Critical Role and feel better. Hopefully tomorrow you'll wake up feeling significantly better.
I'm better today than I was yesterday, so hopefully the improvement continues in the right direction. But don't worry. I food prepped while I felt crappy, so I don't have to cook for the next 3 days. So
that's good.
Extra napping can occur.
Yeah.
And I made a spicy, it has to be a spicy Spanish lentil stew because I can taste it. And that's a thing right now.
Yeah, you gotta be able to taste it.
I'm so congested. I can't taste anything except for that stew. And I'm like, I gotta eat that before I'm well. It's gonna be too strong for me.
All right. Well, why don't we wrap up?
Yeah.
And everybody can continue with their night, which I'm sure is going to be basically more of doing what we're doing, right? Knitting and just switching to Netflix or another podcast of some sort.
I got a hat. I want to try to finish my hat.
Yeah, you guys hat.
It's not even one cowl, it's 2 cowls. I mean, like a short single wrap cowl version, and the charts from that match the charts from the hat. And then the charts for the big cowl and the fingerless mitts match together, so they're like 2 little mini sets. But because they're all Halloween, you could just mix and match.
Oh, that's fun.
And these aren't really even Halloween colors. Like, it's Big Blue Bus and September Sock Club colorway from Fireweed Fabric Co.
But it looks folly.
Yeah. And Jen did Jen was one of my testers, and she did her cowl, the big long one. That's in neutrals. It's in a grayscale palette. That it just looks so freaking classy. Mine is obnoxiously Halloween. It's lime green, it's orange, it's dark green. Like, it is Halloween.
That's nice to see the variations, give people some ideas of what they can knit it in.
Yeah, my testers are like, I made this change. Nice. Yeah, go for it. I did this. Yeah, so it fits you. Please do, because that's the sign of a good pattern. Yeah, if you can read the pattern and you can make the changes and the pattern still works, that's a solid pattern.
Yes.
It can handle the adjustments you need to make it fit you.
That's right. That is a sign.
That's a sign.
Oh, yes.
And I have a multitude of charts I haven't even used, which means next year I can just do other things.
Hey, everybody, before Sam goes, that's right, Sam I did not mention to you guys, we mentioned this afternoon, but Sam has a birthday. birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Or happy level update. Don't forget to save your progress before you head out to the local tavern and pick up your next adventure. Stock up on your healing potions.
Like that. And I know I sang to Sam all afternoon, so I'm sure she's tired of me singing to her. So have a good birthday tomorrow, Sam.
Yeah, birthdays are fun. Oh man, if I'm well enough for us to record in person on Sunday, I'm gonna ask Diana if we can have cake.
Oh, yes, you should have cake.
Feel like
Most of the time
Jocelyn
it's
feels
here-
better cake.
Yeah, and just have it because everybody needs to have cake.
Pretty much.
I know.
Well,
I just decided, pretty much every answer to every question should be yes.
yes.
Should I buy
Do I
you?
need
Yeah.
cake?
Should you
Do I
eat
need-
cake? Yes.
Yes.
Should I buy myself something? Yes.
Well, I talk enough about the Sobeys, our compliments meatless meatballs
Oh yeah, yeah.
that she wants to try them. So
Oh, well, that would be fun.
they're really good, guys. I feed them to Erin. She has a chef at home.
Oh,
She eats them with me. They're good. Just good.
yeah.
All right. I have
All right.
now successfully started that. Time to do secret knitting. We gotta go. I got secret knitting. I got deadlines. Things are happening.
All right, you got stuff to do. All right. Well, thanks,
had a-
guys.
A whole other pot of tea. I need to go to the bathroom.
Hey, Jocelyn's got a pee, so
Fluids. I'm fluided.
that's good. Keep hydrated. That's going to make you feel good.
Yep. Hydration
All
and
right.
naps.
Well, you get feeling better. Thank
Yeah.
you guys all so much for visiting with us tonight. It's always fun chatting with everybody live.
We'll see everybody who can join me and Diana on Sunday. Watch us
Yeah.
cast on crochet cardigan
Okay.
and cast on with us. I mean, technically the fall equinox literally just passed, so happy fall equinox
Yes,
for me here because it was 8 o'clock my time, but we're there now. So
that's right.
you can start now if you're done the summer one.
Cast it on.
Cast it
Okay.
on.
Just start something. All
Start
right. You guys
something.
have fun with your new starts. And
Yeah.
I'll try to catch you on Sunday.
Well, I mean, if not, I'll catch you on Monday
Yes, that's right.
with a hey, guess what? We've got less than 2 weeks now. How's that scarf coming? It's just
Alright.
off screen where you people can't see it. I
know,
double
you're
checked.
teasing. You're
Like,
teasing.
here's my skirt. I'm hand sewing. I'm hand sewing an entire floor length pleated skirt.
Crazy, but wonderful.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Oh, Susanna's saying gotta go shopping to do at Michael's. Okay, have
Bye,
fun.
Susanna.
I may just pop back there tomorrow to get
Just
I
saying.
know there's a couple things I think I need.
You want to do a blanket? Now's the time to buy the yarn.
That's right. So there'll be a mad dash to Michael's tomorrow or tonight. Nope, they're closed. Not going tonight.
Go tomorrow.
Anyway, tomorrow. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
And we will see you in a couple of weeks.
For the big reveal. Da da da.
I know. Dun, dun, dun.